All right, Virgo, this is your reading for the next few months. What you need to know and what you need to be aware of. Virgo, my earth friends. Okay, so Virgo, of all the readings we've done so far,
this is one of them.
Yeah, this is one of them. This one has the most upheaval and change of anyone I pulled up. That wherever you're sitting at today in your life is going to be totally picked up and shaken out for the better. You're going through some massive spiritual. In fact, the way the tarot cards work is they have the minor arcana, which are the day-to-day issues, and then you have the major arcana, which are like how the universe affects the reading. And you have so many major arcana in this, I'm not going to be able to get a whole lot of specifics for you, except to tell you, grab your ass, you're in for a ride. First upheaval is at work, the way you earn your living. Virgos love organization, and you're going to take it upon yourself to organize the unorganizable. I sprained my tongue. That's right. So be very careful that you don't lose sight of the fact that, let me rephrase that. It's time to be wearing your life like a loose garment, that you don't have to control every aspect of it, because the universe has got amazing things coming your way that's going to call for a surrender.
One of the things, Virgo, that I think this is going to take you a little bit by surprise. Your intuition is low, but underneath your intuition and unseen thing is the ending and beginnings of cycles. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it's like, this is probably going to take you a bit unawares what's going on. You also are being pulled in opposite directions. It's like you have the sun on one end and you've got ice on the other. And so it's like you're really being pulled, because it's like, the sun is this vision and light and clarity and growth, and then the ice is like being frozen and the emotions being closed off and the inability to move. And so it's like you're kind of in a struggle with yourself about, should I stay or should I go? And I don't necessarily mean that in a relationship type of way, but it's like it's like 1 minute you're feeling like you need to go this way, 1 minute you're feeling like you need to run the other way.
Okay, so interestingly enough, what is showing here is these changes are going to happen with or without your permission. The universe is doing what it's going to do, but you are absolutely scared of this magnitude of change, and so you're digging your heels in. Even though I can tell you, and even though you may know this, what is coming is so much greater than what you have right now. But Virgos have a very hard time with flexibility and change. They like organization. They like
flexibility.
They like tried and true methods. They like being right. They like being in charge. And it's not going to feel that way at all at first. But it ultimately is going to put you in a perfect position to match your energy.
And that's exactly right. You are going to undergo a series of things that feel very out of your control. You're used to things working kind of like a Swiss clock, where everything is perfected and just so. And right now, what you've got is your flexibility is sitting on top of a union that's not working well. And it's not a relationship union. It's just,
I think
a
it's
working
career.
union.
I really
Yeah,
think it's around a
yeah,
job.
I could see that. I could totally see that. But there's, that need for flexibility because I don't think you have enough information right now to make any major decisions. It's like the decisions are being taken out of your hands and are being made for you. And so you're not getting that option. What I can tell you is that you need to strap on your inner warrior,
That's not at
and
all
be
I thought.
prepared.
I thought you were going to say.
I know, but you need to get in touch with that warrior spirit, okay, because you're going to need to stand up for yourself. You're going to need to protect yourself. Trust your emotions on things. If something doesn't feel right, it isn't right, and believe what your emotions are telling you, okay. That would be a super important piece of all of this.
Another aspect to this is um, you by nature are spiritual. Uh, Different, Virgos go about it different ways, but you have a very strong spiritual side to you. But over the last few years, you've let that sort of slip and you've gotten into a spiritual rut where you're not growing. Well, that's about to change. You're going to again go into this huge spiritual uplifting time of change and understanding and information being exchanged between you and the universe. And a lot of the stagnation that you've been feeling is going to be like thrown off of you, just totally taken away. Um, and that puts you in a position of being the spiritual warrior. It puts you in a position of not having to rely on anybody else, which you love. You see anything else?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny. I was sitting there looking at Isa, which is the ice rune, which deals with stagnation. And right as I was thinking stagnation, that's what you said. That was interesting. The spiritual warrior does come with a need for sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Oftentimes it's a sacrifice in order to bring on new growth or new benefits. Um, don't know if this will make sense, but if you've been partying kind of hard, you may need to sacrifice that. Because that was just sort of the sense I've got. You know, you're in a karmic situation right now, also. What's going on is kind of more the self karma. I mean, there is karma that's dealing with the people around you, but this is really coming into the self. That's what this lesson is finally going to end up is learning about you, learning about who you really are and stuff. Now, the upside of all of this is what you do have is Jiro, which is a rune that indicates a bountiful harvest after going through a cycle, which you're coming out of one, I believe. So, though things have been harsh, and though they may continue harsh a little bit, you do indeed come out of this in a much better, brighter place. It's just that right now you're in the midst of the struggle.
One of the things that's been holding you back for a while is that you've had your feelings hurt. You felt betrayed. And Virgos do not do well with betrayal at all. It affects them deeply and they have a very hard time forgiving that. I'm not suggesting you forget it, but I'm suggesting you work on forgiveness because that's like a rock you're carrying around in your backpack and you need to drop the rock.
Yeah. Again, that flexibility. And Virgo, sometimes you can get a little bit rigid. And again, there's a need for that flexibility. Allow yourself, to let things wash over you, and accept the things that have happened, but don't hold on to them, don't cling to them, because those are going to be what's going to pull you under.
You're, that's about all I see with this.
Me too. That's about it, folks.
Well, thank
So
you for
thank you
tuning
for
in.
joining us.
And make sure you like and share this and ring our bell. And if you
And
haven't
subscribe.
subscribed yet, subscribe so you get the first choice on our videos as they come out. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.